How most billionaires really made their money. The truth Forbes reveals. What if I told you that most billionaires didn't become rich the way social media makes it look? Not overnight, not from one viral idea, and not from luck. Behind every billionaire name is a pattern, and Forbes just revealed what that pattern looks like. Today, we're breaking down how most billionaires actually made their money, which industries dominate the billionaire class, and what this tells us about where real wealth is created. This is not hype. This is data, and this might completely change how you think about money. The industry that creates the most billionaires. Let's start with the biggest surprise. When people think of billionaires, they think of tech geniuses, startup founders, or crypto innovators. But according to Forbes, the #1 industry for producing billionaires is not technology. It's finance and investments. Nearly 1 in 6 billionaires worldwide, over 15%, made their money through finance and investments. That's 427 billionaires, spread across countries as different as Estonia, Kazakhstan, Japan, Brazil, and the United States. This group includes bankers, investment fund founders, private equity leaders, fintech innovators, full-time professional investors. And here's the key detail most people miss. These individuals are not just rich. They collectively control $2.17 trillion in wealth. That's more money than the GDP of many countries. Why finance creates so many billionaires? So why does finance create so many billionaires? Because finance is not about creating one product. It's about controlling the flow of money itself. Finance billionaires. Invest in companies before they become famous. Buy distressed assets and rebuild them. Use leverage, data, and long-term strategy. Understand cycles, not trends. And Forbes reveals that this group is growing. Last year, there were 372 finance billionaires. This year, there are 427. That's 55 new billionaires in 1 year, in finance alone. Among the 37 newcomers are names like Ben Navarro, founder of Sherman Financial Group, worth an estimated $1.5 billion. Cristina Junqueira, co-founder of Brazil's digital bank Nubank, worth $1.4 billion. Antonio Gracias, founder and CEO of Valor Equity Partners, worth $1.1 billion. Different countries, different backgrounds, same industry. The billionaire who gained the most. Now let's talk about someone who perfectly represents this category. Warren Buffett. Among all finance billionaires, no one added more wealth in a single year than Warren Buffett. In just 1 year, Buffett added $27 billion to his net worth. Not because he launched something new, not because he reinvented himself, but because his long-term investments grew in value. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, benefited from record-high share prices. This reveals something powerful. Wealth at the highest level compounds quietly. While people chase trends, Buffett benefits from patience. Technology, the second billionaire factory. Now let's move to the industry everyone expects. Technology. Technology produced 342 billionaires, making it the second most common source of billionaire wealth. This number increased by 29 people from last year. Tech doesn't just create billionaires, it creates extreme wealth concentration. Collectively, tech billionaires are worth $2.6 trillion. That's more than finance, that's more than manufacturing, that's more than any other sector. In fact, tech billionaires are worth over $430 billion, more than the next richest industry. The tech titans at the top. At the top of the tech world stands Jeff Bezos. Despite stepping away from day-to-day leadership at Amazon, Bezos remains the richest tech billionaire. Interestingly, Forbes classifies Elon Musk not primarily as tech, but as automotive due to Tesla. And right behind Bezos is Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg experienced the largest wealth increase of anyone on the list. His net worth jumped by $116.2 billion, reaching an estimated $177 billion by the time Forbes locked the list. That's not growth, that's a wealth explosion. And it shows us something important. When technology works, it scales faster than any other industry. Manufacturing, the quiet giant. Now here's the industry no one talks about, but Forbes makes it impossible to ignore. Manufacturing. Manufacturing produced 328 billionaires, making it the third largest sector for billionaire wealth. But here's the shocking part. Manufacturing created the most new billionaires this year, 49 newcomers. More than tech, more than finance. These billionaires come from countries like Cyprus, Indonesia, Brazil. One standout group includes Albert Chow, James Chow, and Dorothy Chow Jenkins. They are siblings who own stakes in Westlake Corporation, a U.S.-based producer of low-density polyethylene, a material used in food packaging and plastics. Not glamorous, not viral, but extremely profitable. Another notable newcomer is Don Levin, founder of DRL Enterprises, the company behind rolling paper brands like Easy Whiter, Osabi, Job. This tells us something critical. Billionaire wealth often comes from industries people overlook: fashion, retail, and the power of brand. Coming in fourth is fashion and retail, with 285 billionaires. This sector proves that brand power can rival technology. One of the most recognizable newcomers is Christian Louboutin. His signature red sole shoes are worn by Taylor Swift, Heidi Klum, Lenny Kravitz. Fashion billionaires don't just sell products. They sell identity, status, emotion. And when brand loyalty locks in, wealth follows. Food, beverage, and everyday wealth. Rounding out the top 5 is food and beverage, with 210 billionaires. This sector thrives on one thing: consistency. People eat every day. They drink every day. Demand never disappears. One notable newcomer is Todd Graves, founder of Raising Cane's, a fast food chain that scaled rapidly through focus and simplicity. No endless menu. No confusion. Just execution. The pattern behind billionaire wealth. So what do all these industries have in common? Finance, technology, manufacturing, retail, food. Different paths. Same principles. According to Forbes, most billionaires build or control systems, not just products. Operate in industries that scale or compound. Focus on long-term growth, not quick wins. Often grow richer after they're already wealthy. The myth says billionaires are lucky. The data says they are strategic. If there's one lesson Forbes makes clear, it's this: billionaire wealth is rarely accidental. It follows patterns. And once you understand the pattern, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. If this breakdown opened your eyes, like the video, subscribe for more deep dives, and tell me in the comments which billionaire path surprised you the most. Because the next story we tell might change how you see money forever.